Thank you, Madam Chair, and I oppose this amendment. First off, I do want to read Section 412 because it's 6 little lines. It says, none of the funds authorized to be appropriated by this act or any amendment made by this act may be made available to foreign non-government organizations, that's NGOs, that promote or perform abortion, except in the cases of rape or incest or when the life of the mother would be endangered if the fetus were carried to term. So Mr. Cicilline's concerned that the life of the mother would not be recognized if there was an abortion that was needed has been handled in this amendment. And this isn't going to cutting off foreign aid to countries, but to NGOs within the countries. And quite frankly, what I've been saying all night is this. The American public doesn't want us to give out foreign aid, period, case closed, as my wonderful father would say. But we have to do foreign aid in a responsible way. Americans have also said time and time again, they don't want public dollars spent on abortion. You know, when the president in January of 2009 lifted the Mexico City policy, which is basically what we're talking about, the American public responded and overwhelmingly said they disagreed with the president. Now, they didn't say they disagreed with abortion. They just disagreed with the federal funding of abortion. But, you know, the latest poll in May of this year shows that the American public is even conflicted on abortion because really when you read this Gallup poll, they're really pro-life. But in addition to whether you want to argue whether they're pro-life or they're not, they clearly don't want their tax-paying dollars spent to fund abortions, either here or abroad. But let's go beyond that. You know, there is an exception.
Will the gentlelady...
No, I will not. Exceptions for rape and incest are in here. So when we think, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to a mother that's in one of those situations, that exception is there. You know, we talk about family planning, and, you know, while we may have different views on family planning, I don't think any of us really want to say that the ending of the life of a child is part of family planning, and that's really what abortion is. It's not about terminating a fetus. It's about ending an innocent life. And we all know that. Now, you might think that's okay, but that's really what abortion is all about. I'd like to clarify something that Mr. Cicilline said. Yes, the Helms Amendment, which has been reauthorized by Congress since its inception in 1973, prohibits the use of federal tax funds for abortion as a method of family planning overseas. The Helms Amendment is a good standard, but it should be made into permanent law, and the Mexico City policy takes the necessary step. President Reagan realized that taxpayer money was supporting NGOs overseas that promoted and performed abortions as a part of family planning and issued a memo during a population conference in Mexico City to halt that practice. That's how the Mexico City policy got its name, from Ronald Reagan. And it's been kept in place through the presidency of George H. Bush, rescinded by Clinton in 1993, reinstated by George W. Bush in 2001, and was rescinded again by President Obama in 2009, which is why we want to codify it into law today. So all we're doing is taking what Reagan wanted to clarify with Helms and put it into law today. And as far as Mrs. Schwartz is concerned with family planning, and I do agree that we do need to help these women overseas, as long as the NGOs aren't providing abortion or funneling these people to an abortion clinic, they can keep the money. But the minute they provide abortion or talk about giving these women access to abortion, the money is cut off. And that's not something that's just the will of this Congress. That's really the overwhelming will of the American people in this country. So that what this says is, as long as these NGOs are doing family planning other than abortion, they get money. But the minute they include abortion as part of family planning, which I believe all of us here will agree that the ending of a life should not be part of family planning. I think it's counterintuitive to the whole nature of family planning, that then those monies would not be given because monies are fungible.